Jay's definitely.
Jay helped you?
Yeah.
How did he
As a
help you?
competitor.
Explain it.
Yeah, because he never was someone that you communicate with that you're like friends with the person. But I always respected him because he was never an actual competitor in actual fact. He was someone who was a competitor through perception.
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball, they wasn't playing baseball, they wasn't playing football, and they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his and then make the statement to people in the world that can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z.
And B was, one time she jumped off of the ledge, came running over because she thought me and Jay had issues, and I was like, what the? And I was like, did she really just jump down and run over here like that?
Beyoncé jumped off a ledge. Yeah, what happened?
It was in the Cosmopolitan, huh?
She really a superhero.
She jumped down and no, she was like, this what? Like that Bonnie and Clyde for real? You try this or what, boy? I'm here.
Word.
She down like at me. She looked, I said,
Was Solange with her?
She looked at me like that. I was like, what?
A new wave of controversy is pulling together old rumors, recent scandals, and accusations that many people thought were buried for good. At the center of it all is 50 Cent, someone who has spent more than 20 years openly calling out figures he believes are protected by the entertainment industry. One of those figures was Diddy, but now, according to 50 Cent, the situation does not end there. He has suggested that the next phase of information goes far beyond one powerful mogul. The conversation now includes Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and even Oprah Winfrey, three of the most influential names in modern entertainment. These are people who have been talked about quietly for years, but never openly warned the way they are now. The shift began when 50 Cent hinted that he is in possession of new footage connected to the same inner circle involved in the Diddy scandal. He implied that his documentary about Sean Combs was only the beginning. Shortly after posting these hints, he added a message that quickly spread across social media: "You are next." Many people believe that message was aimed directly at Jay-Z and Beyoncé. The timing raised questions. Why now? Why them? And why immediately after the Diddy documentary was released? The answer, according to online discussions, points to long-standing rumors about a tightly connected inner circle in the entertainment industry, one protected by money, silence, and powerful relationships. After the Netflix documentary about Diddy aired, viewers began pointing out how close Jay-Z and Diddy were for many years. Their business dealings overlapped. Their social lives crossed paths. They appeared at the same events and moved in the same elite space. Beyoncé was part of those same circles. From Rock Nation events to Grammy after parties, the same names appeared repeatedly. According to 50 Cent, once footage and evidence enter the public space, no one connected to that circle can assume they are untouchable anymore.
These were private conversations, and that he and Diddy could talk openly. And Mark could talk to Diddy not just as a client, but as a person, and tried to guide him in a time leading up to his arrest. And unbeknownst to Mark Agnifilo, Diddy has got this guy recording the conversation as he's sitting there saying, "You are screwing this up, you are messing up this case, we're losing." And knowing that that's on tape, and it's almost like he's performing for the camera and not telling Mark what's going on. And the really enraging part about it is that Mark Agnifilo won this case for Diddy with legal strategy. It wasn't just an accident that this jury that had heard all of this in the news before the trial voted not guilty on all the serious charges. It was Mark Agnifilo that did that. Yet Diddy secretly records this guy and embarrasses him. And yeah, you could say, well, Diddy never expected that it would end up being broadcast somewhere else. Well, okay, but Diddy was planning on using it, or he wouldn't have had it recorded in the first place. So it's just really, really unfair. And I know that in a way this sounds crazy, that I'm getting so upset about Diddy, and yet there's video of Diddy beating Cassie. Well, that's horrendous, but that doesn't mean you can't look at something else as well. And I just think, as a lawyer, I just think this is just so outrageous that he would do something like this, and not even understanding what Agnifalo's legal theory was. Because I will tell you that when we did our first documentary on Diddy, which was 8 months before the trial, Mark Agnifalo said to me on camera that he is going to tell this jury that this was a successful black man that prosecutors were trying to take down because they couldn't get into his bank accounts because they were clean, and he couldn't deal with they couldn't deal with taxes because he wasn't committing tax fraud. So they go into his bedroom. And that's what Mark Agnifalo said 8 months before. And he goes into the trial and he essentially wins that argument. Whether you believe it or not, a jury that sat through the whole thing, they believed it. And ultimately they convicted him on this BS Mann Act thing. So Diddy won that case. And one of the reasons he won the case is something that Agnifalo got criticized for. That when he did the documentary with me, he was making a joke about the baby oil. Remember, he said, oh, well, you know, I didn't know he bought in bulk. He must have bought 1,000 bottles at Costco. And a lot of people just slammed him for that and said, how dare you? You're being disrespectful. The baby oil is the smoking gun in this case. Agnifalo knew all along that the baby oil was Diddy's best defense, because when Agnifalo got before that jury in closing arguments, he looked at them and he said, well, the feds came in with their armor and artillery and guns, and what did they do? They got 1,000 bottles of baby oil off the streets. Ooh, he said, the streets are safer now, and the jury laughed, and that laugh told Agnifalo he should keep going on that, and that the trial itself was absurd because the baby oil was really the punchline to the whole thing.
Fans also remembered that this is not the first time 50 Cent has accused Jay-Z of shielding certain people in Hollywood. In the past, 50 has repeatedly said that powerful figures protect one another behind closed doors. Now that he has already released a widely viewed documentary exposing Diddy, people believe his warning carries real weight to understand why this moment matters. It helps to look at the long and complicated history between 50 Cent and Jay-Z. Their rivalry dates back to the early 2000s and was tense from the start. Jay-Z reportedly discouraged industry insiders from working with 50 Cent early in his career. He even referenced 50 during his Summer Jam freestyle, telling him not to push his luck. 50 Cent took that personally, and the tension never faded. Over time, their careers took very different paths. Jay-Z became a quiet billionaire, building influence through brands, sports deals, luxury partnerships, award shows, political connections, and elite friendships. 50 Cent took a different route. He built his empire by being loud, confrontational, and unafraid to challenge people publicly. Represent two very different forms of power. Jay-Z's influence comes from silence and control. 50 Cent's influence comes from speaking openly. That difference is why people pay attention when 50 speaks. When he says he has information, he usually follows through.
Their finger at. And the reason why Jay-Z's been getting a lot of this type of backlash is because Jay-Z was really close to Diddy. At one point, Diddy was even calling him his brother, and that Jay-Z's the only one that can call him his real name, Sean. That maybe there's something on Jay-Z's side that has been going on behind the scenes. Now, there hasn't been any solid proof yet, but Nicki Minaj has been going at Jay-Z for quite some time, talking about Jay-Z is manipulative and he steals, and he's been pushing a narrative, and that Roc Nation has control and power over a lot of things. And I can kind of understand where she's coming from to a certain extent. We got to remember when Jay-Z went up on the Grammy stage and said Beyoncé never won Album of the Year and complained about that, literally the following year, Beyoncé wins Album of the Year, which is just something like, if that doesn't show you that there is some power going on there, that there is something behind the scenes that Jay-Z controls, it's clear as day that it's all politics on who wins Grammys, you know, who gets the better light and things. So that kind of opened my eyes, you know, as to Roc Nation's power and how they manipulate things in the media. I'll never forget, Jay-Z would get this like special treatment all the time when it comes to the media. I mean, Hot 97, when they interviewed Jay-Z, they literally rolled out a red carpet. They never did that for any other artist. So Jay-Z's always had this kind of special treatment when it came to things. But now the question is Jay-Z involved in crazier things? I mean, there's been a lot of speculation in a lot of different ways, and people are pointing their attention towards 50 Cent wanting him to do a Jay-Z documentary. And it looks like he might actually do it, because on Instagram, he posted a drawing of Jay-Z that kind of makes fun of his looks, and he posted that photo and he said this in the caption: "Please stop sending me stuff like this. I'm not gonna post it." Basically making a joke, you know, because obviously he posted it on his social media. But, and here's the interesting but in this, is someone commented on the post, and the comment got liked by 50 Cent. And this is the comment. It's from Dom KMDA. I hope I pronounced that right, Dom Kanmada. He commented saying, "My only question, he's next, isn't he?" And 50 ended up liking that comment. And here's the thing. I actually saw this on Twitter and X, you know, whatever, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to confirm, is this real? Because a lot of people Photoshop these type of things just to create drama and create this speculation. So I actually DM'd the guy himself, and I showed him the photo, and I asked him, "Hey, is this a real photo? Did 50 like your comment?" He said, "Hey, yes, he did." And I was like, perfect, thank you for confirming. Thought it was Photoshopped. I will appreciate the response. And he said, "I was surprised as well. Didn't see that coming." So shout out to him for, you know, responding to my DM and confirming that, you know, the comment actually got liked by 50, because, you know, a lot of people Photoshop and spread narratives. So me being the proper journalist, or whatever you want to call me, news reporter, I, you know, wanted to go get to the source and see if it was actually real. There's also something that's very interesting that went over a lot of people's heads, and that's the documentary coming out on December 2nd. That Diddy documentary coming out on that date. Literally 2 days later, you have Jay-Z's birthday, December 4th, which to me sends a subliminal message to Jay-Z that you're next. So that's crazy. That just, to me, you know, shows that 50 is potentially gonna work on something going at Jay-Z, and he might get Nicki Minaj involved, because Nicki Minaj has a huge issue with Jay-Z with a lot of things, and I don't even know the full details of that, because she's gone at Jay-Z for quite some time.
Over the years, Jay-Z continued aligning himself with other major figures in entertainment. That includes Diddy, that includes Oprah, that includes people connected to massive corporate networks. Whenever 50 Cent believed something was being hidden or ignored, he responded with jokes, posts, or vague comments online. But until now, he never directly warned Jay-Z. This is the first time 50 Cent has implied that he may have footage or information that could affect the Carters directly. Fans see this as a major change because 50 is not known for making empty threats. When he claims to have documents, recordings, or stories, he usually releases them. This is where Oprah Winfrey enters the conversation. Many people asked why her name suddenly appeared alongside Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and the Diddy circle. The answer lies in resurfaced accusations against Oprah, combined with 50 Cent's long history of criticizing her. 50 Cent has openly accused Oprah of using her influence selectively. He has said she was quick to criticize black entertainers while avoiding powerful white men. During the height of the Me Too movement, he frequently pointed to her focus on R. Kelly while noting her past support of Harvey Weinstein. He also mentioned that Oprah once refused to interview him, something he has never forgotten.
Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein, he was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him, because it would mess up their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z, we the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff. But you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there, denounce what he did, or come forward and say, I support him.
The criticism goes deeper than that. Several black celebrities have spoken publicly about their negative experiences with Oprah. Ludacris said she edited his interview responses and scolded him about rap music while promoting a movie he starred in. Dave Chappelle said Oprah pressured him to frame his struggles as paranoia. Instead of acknowledging the pressure he was under, Monique accused Oprah of helping blacklist her. After the success of Precious, Taraji P. Henson stated she was severely underpaid for The Color Purple. 50 Cent has publicly supported many of these claims over the years. There are also lingering controversies surrounding the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. Incidents in 2007 and 2011 brought heavy criticism. More recently, internet conspiracies attempted to link Oprah to missing children in secret locations. While most of those claims were proven false, the controversies still hang over her public image, that 50 Cent has shown he is willing to take down one powerful mogul with a documentary. Many fans believe Oprah could be next, especially after he said some of the people he plans to expose are the ones least expected. Hollywood relationships are rarely accidental. Oprah, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy have crossed paths repeatedly. Oprah has interviewed Beyoncé several times and openly praised her and Jay-Z's business success. Jay-Z has attended Oprah's events. Oprah has publicly supported some of his projects. Beyoncé has performed at high-level charity events connected to Oprah's network.
On why Beyoncé didn't want to speak and does not speak to Brandy. And the truth of the matter is that she go back there with Monica and Kelly, and there go Patti LaBelle, and then there goes Solange, all right? And there's a reason why Solange is around as well, because if you guys don't know, for a while Solange and Beyoncé actually were not on speaking terms, but they're back talking now, they're back cool, and basically Solange is around to keep Beyoncé spiritually protected. Solange is the spiritual protector of that family. Don't get it twisted. Mama Tina is powerful. Solange is the most powerful list. You better ask some damn body, all right? Now, the reason why Beyonce ain't came to speak to Brandy, baby, is because Beyonce does not talk to anyone who used to sleep with Jay-Z, okay? Whether you guys know it or not, and I have to say allegedly, right? Jay-Z and Brandy used to talk back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean like late 90s type stuff, right? Brandy always kept Jay-Z on the low back in the day because, quite honestly, he was too ugly to be out in public with. I'm just keeping it real. To claim him publicly, he was too ugly back in the day. Now, when you try to search up pictures of Jay-Z and Brandy, you will find... Hold up, let me see. Hold up. Let me see, because I thought I had a picture of them two. Brandy and Jay-Z. Now this would have been from let's see, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Brandy and Jay-Z. Okay, there we go. Now this picture of them was in 2002, all right, and this was I think was at one of her album release parties, if I'm not mistaken. This was a year after Moesha rap, because Moesha went off air in 2001. Yes, he was dealing with Beyonce at the time as well, and Blue Cantrell. He was, let me tell you, Jay-Z was laying it low and spreading it wide. Jay-Z was one of those dudes in the industry that, you know, you messed around with. He piped you down, but before he was really him, you did not claim him publicly because he was just simply too ugly. It was what it was. But Jay-Z was in love with Brandy then. He's not in love with her now, but he still has love and feelings towards her. He's one of those people that feels like once he done had you and once he done loved you, he always feels like he has like possession over you. Jay-Z is one of those kind of men, baby. I don't know if they told you. Jay-Z is extremely jealous, extremely controlling, and extremely possessive. That's another reason why, hold up. Where the picture go? Wait a minute. Where the picture go? That's another reason why Beyonce up here. Wait. Anyway, y'all get the point. That's another reason why Beyonce Over the years, a lot of the music that she's made, it's always been with him. A lot of the remixes, it's always been with him or somebody that he approves of her to work with, okay? Jay-Z was so damn controlling, he didn't even want her father, talking about Matthew Knowles now, he didn't want her father managing her anymore, and he stepped in. And if y'all notice, when Jay-Z stepped in as Beyonce's manager, the music changed, everything changed, and the money started to get effed up. But that's another story for another day. We're not getting on that right now. We're sticking with Brandy and Jay-Z right now. So they started messing around on the low in the 90s. Even to the early 2000s, they were still messing around. I'm not exactly sure which year the relationship officially ended, but just know that Jay-Z was just basically good for that was what he gave. He gave big I don't know no other way to put it, but he was like, for the ladies that's watching, you know, like if you ever dealt with like a tall, ugly with big pipe, you went to him to get piped down, but you would not like ever like claim him like that because he was just super ugly. He was what it was. And before he really blew up, didn't nobody want to be seen with him like that. It is what it is. And quite frankly, Jay-Z dated a lot of your favorite female stars from back in the day, but they would not claim him.
Diddy and Jay-Z also shared a long business and social history. They collaborated musically, appeared together at major parties, and moved through the same luxury spaces. Many believe these circles exchange information, resources, and protection. This is exactly the kind of group 50 Cent suggests is now under pressure. Ray J added fuel to these suspicions when he said that elite figures connected to Diddy were worried about hidden tapes. He claimed that some major stars were scrambling to distance themselves when discussions turned to powerful people in Diddy's circle. Jay-Z and Beyoncé were mentioned not because they were accused of crimes, but because they were present in the same rooms, the same award shows, the same investment circles, and the same private events.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies, those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
This guy. You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had
And
one.
he ain't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
Hold on. You're not wrong.
He was
At
one.
the same time.
After that, he got them shits. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like he thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's in.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't see.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it was like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch. You're like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Yeah. Come on, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He's just looking at his watch during the whole Rock Nation break. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy a
I
lot.
don't know. That was a real suburb question.
Yeah, I know, right? Proximity.
And the proximity.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I learned
Proximity of
that.
Jim. Do you think he knew all of the that was going on? Yeah, that was like a.
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it.
Like I said.
No matter how you answer that, you snitching.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a nice kind of question.
You asked the question like a fan.
Hey, I grew up with white people, but it's one thing I know is how to get a black guy in trouble.
But it's a great question. Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, it wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce
Leshimendua.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Shemendua.
Because I know Branson. That's
Yep.
the one I pronounce.
That's the Branson lifestyle. You're gonna be outside.
Biff, you're not worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way, like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up.
I don't got that in my past.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
Like,
I took.
not that it's real or not, but-
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened.